today we are celebrating the English translation of Mohinder Singh Randhawa's Punjabi autobiography, Aap Beati. MS, as he was generally known, belongs to that amazing cadre of Indian public servants who worked between the late 1930s and into the 1960s, seeing the transition from imperial rule to the new nation state. MS's contribution was absolutely remarkable and extraordinarily broadly based. Coming from a farming family, he was knowledgeable about botany, about agriculture. He was knowledgeable about geology. He became a great expert on painting and art history, and he made many contributions, the most important of which in the longer term was the sterling work that he did in Delhi and the Punjab in those very, very difficult years between 1946 and the middle 1950s, when there was so much work to be done with reconstruction and resettling of displaced persons brought about by the partition. MS was a very widely published person. He wrote about more or less everything in a very authoritative way, from algae to trees, from Indian art from Babur's miniatures to the art of the Kangra Hills in contemporary Punjab, in his contemporary Punjab. He was a great collector and builder. He was very keen on gardens and especially on roses. He wrote about his work with the displaced persons, and he wrote leaving a lasting legacy in all these broad areas of public service and of natural curiosity. What is just as interesting is that he wrote an autobiography, or he gathered together an autobiography that exists in Punjabi and has never been translated. It is, as you will hear later, a really interesting book because it is a collection, if you like, of pieces. It is written almost domestically, for domestic use, in a variety of styles, chapter by chapter. And so is almost in the nature of a manuscript, an unpublished manuscript, but it gives such great insight to the broad reach of this amazing man that it's very appropriate that we should be having an English translation of it to bring this work and the period that it talks about to a wider, indeed international readership.